Welcome to ProtectYour6.com. Today we're bringing another glove comparison between the Gometta G Prime Pro and the Sillouhette Aqua. Both these gloves feature a roll finger cut, meaning the latex wraps all the way around to the backhand with no gussets or breaks. Chose these gloves to compare because they are similar with a roll finger cut. So let's dive right in. Gometta G Prime Pro is a much more tailored fit. As you can see right here on the table, the G Prime Pro is a lot narrower and fits tighter to the hand than the Aqua Sillouhette is. Sillouhette Aqua has an interesting feel on the glove. It took a little bit to get used to during testing. It's very wide around your hand, but the fingers are fairly tight. So it does feel kind of awkward at first, but you do get used to it. You do have an Aqua latex, of course, on the Sillouhette Aqua. Performs best in wet conditions. Always make sure you have this latex wet. And you have a black German latex on the G Prime Pro, which is more of an all-weather latex. It does do decent when wet. You have to get a little damp for best grip, but soaking wet will still do okay. Whereas the Aqua will do a little bit better soaking wet. You have a full latex backhand on the G Prime Pro with mesh here a little in the backhand for breathability, whereas the Aqua is a little bit of latex here on the fingers, and the rest is this Aqua stem material, which is a water repellent. It doesn't soak up as much water and keeps your hands a little drier. Durability wise, the G Prime Pro has a little bit more durability. There is a decent bit of tearing on the Aquas after testing. The G Prime Pro, there was hardly any tearing at all, and I've used these since testing. They're still in very good shape. The backhand on the G Prime Pro is a little bit more flexible. It's a little bit more sturdy and supportive on the Aqua, and part of it is because they have these latex squares that are supposed to add finger support. I'm not sure how much of it is. I think it's more of the Aqua stem is a very stiff and rigid material, so it just provides a little extra rigidity. It's not as much the latex on the fingers. Grip wise, when damp and when they're at their best grip, they have about the same on grip. The G Prime Pro may be a little better. It really kind of varies on how damp the glove is. Of course, the damper the Aqua is, the better it's going to be, and you want to find kind of a happy medium between being damp and not too damp with the G Prime Pro to get the best grip. Comfort wise, the most comfortable glove of the two is the G Prime Pro. It's very tight and tailored through the whole hand. It gives nice freedom of movement while feeling supportive. And the Aqua does feel kind of awkward until you get used to it because it is so wide here. I have a ton of extra space here on the side of my hand, whereas the G Prime Pro I don't. Part of it is a surround cut here, whereas there's an inseam stitch on the side here to make it a little more tailored fit. But in the backhand is a lot nicer, I think, on the G Prime Pro. A lot more movement with very good support, whereas the Aqua kind of feels like you're restricting your movement a little bit. A little bit of awkward backhand too, making a fist feels a little awkward. The thumb on each is very flexible. Of course, the G Prime Pro is a little more flexible because it's a latex backhand and not the stiffer Aqua stem. It does both have a roll thumb, which gives more latex to ball contact. So it's something nice to have on a glove, especially with a roll finger. You're getting a ton of latex to ball contact. That's you're going to get the most with this because you have no gussets, no mesh. So the roll fingers add more to that, and it's really nice. Feels good. Roll fingers help thumbs feel a little tighter and more tailored too. Definitely helps with these. The wrist straps on each, the Gometta wrist. As I was saying, the wrist strap on the G Prime Pro is very wide, gives a nice tight secure fit, whereas on the Sillouhette Aqua it's fairly narrow. It doesn't give the best fit. There's a lot of gathering on the wrist closure, and the narrow wrist strap doesn't do the best job. It's a full latex wrist strap, but it just feels awkward with all the bunching up here. You do get a little bunching up on the Gometta, but nothing noticeable. Very all latex wrist strap here as well. Very comfortable. Feels much better. Overall, these are both good gloves. Both have their pros and cons, but overall, the one I would prefer to use and I think is better is the Gometta G Prime Pro. It's a more comfortable, more tailored fit with a grip that is pretty much an all-weather latex. You will get better grip in the wet with the Sillouhette Aqua, but comfort-wise, I don't like sacrificing the comfort that I get in the G Prime Pro for the comfort in the Aqua. It's a little less uncomfortable. The pinky's quite long. Feels kind of awkward with the wide base here and the tight fingers. Backhand feels awkward and kind of stiff because of the Aqua stem. Overall, I'd say the G Prime Pro is the much better glove. That's just my opinion. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Gloves you want to see compared, reviewed, questions about any of the gloves you've seen on the channel or the website, leave them in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. See you next time.